esteemed viewers at home, welcome to another episode of Insights from Eximeters Legal. Today, we are having our episode in a new dimension, and we have a guest with us today. She's an esteemed lawyer. She's very versatile in the commercial aspect of law, and we're going to be discussing together something very interesting. Please welcome with me Ms. Akinleye-Martins. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, viewers.
Good afternoon. My name is Esther, as you know, and today, right on with us, as we discuss the role of the sleeping partner in a partnership arrangement. We're going to be discussing the ideals in business realities. Before we proceed, I would like us to at least have an idea of who our guest is today. Ms. Akinleye-Martins, she's a lawyer with a law ascent firm here in Lagos, Nigeria. She's the managing director of Ascent Nominees, a company that deals with corporate and sectorial services to various clients here in Nigeria. She's a lawyer, like I said, and she's a business coach. She is very experienced. She's trained entrepreneurs individually and collectively on small-scale businesses via different platforms. She's also a good litigator. She has represented clients in courts, set up several coordinated mediation sessions between clients, negotiated contracts, and she's very keen in managing small and medium-scale enterprises, advising on business restructuring. She loves to cook, and she likes traveling. She believes in everyone thriving against all odds. Once again, welcome.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much for answering our call today, and this privilege to be able to have an enlightening session to share knowledge on this aspect of law. So we're going to dive in, today, as we have said, what is a sleeping partner? Who is a sleeping partner? What's the partnership arrangement? So first, I'm going to ask you, yes, I know partnership is an aspect of company law. So tell us, in a nutshell, what a partnership arrangement is under the company law.
All right, thank you once again for having me. So basically, when you hear the word partnership, what comes to mind is two people coming together. And you can't say you are in partnership with someone without having an objective. So before you can say someone is your partner, there must have been an agreement or a mutual understanding. Because even there's this common saying that two people cannot be in a boat, or two people cannot agree unless people cannot work together. So before you can even say you are working with someone, so that means the person is also working with you. So when you hear the word partnership, or when we talk about partnership, particularly in the business world, in the company, corporate practice, like business environment, so it is two people coming together for a business purpose. And by the time they are coming together, they also have this mutual understanding that we are coming together to make profits. Because there is no partnership that they come together because they want to make a loss. It's always for a purpose and for a fruitful purpose. So a partnership arrangement is a situation or an arrangement where two people, can be more than two, but at least it has to be two. So just a single person does not make a partner. I cannot just be the only one in the business and saying I'm in a partnership business. I'm partnering with myself. So you have to have someone joining you on board to have a mutual understanding for a particular objective. So it can be business, it can be to further a particular goal, but there's always a mutual understanding that this is what we want to achieve and this is what is to be expected. So this is where you have obligations and all of that. And very interesting, we are talking about sleeping partners. So as time goes by, we'll get to know, okay, fine, we are saying someone is in a partnership agreement and is sleeping. Can I be a partner to someone and sleeping? So this is a very beautiful
That's very nice. Thanks for the insight. And basically, under the company law, in the Company and Akinleye-Martins Act, when it defines partnership, it says a partnership arrangement in Nigeria and in most common law countries must not be more than 20 persons. So if you have a partner, you can't have a partnership of 25 persons. That has become a company that has shareholders. So that has to be very, that's very crucial, and that has to be pointed out. That a partnership is between 2 and 20 persons, at least under the law, here in Nigeria and in most common law countries like the United Kingdom and other common law countries. Thank you very much for that insight. In Nigeria, we know that there's a law that governs the partnership laws. So what's the law that governs the partnership, that regulates partnership in Nigeria?
Okay, so talking about laws that regulate partnerships. So if you are looking at starting a partnership business, it is very important that you know the law that regulates that field. Because if you're able to identify the law that regulates this line of business you are looking at exploring, it will help you to put measures into place. And talking about the laws, before the Companies and Allied Matters Act was amended in 2020, just like you referred to it, and you also shed more light on the fact that if you are more than 20, then there's an option that you have to go for. So that is to let you know that the Companies and Allied Matters Act is one law that provides for partnership in Nigeria. But aside the Companies and Allied Matters Act, we also have partnership laws of different states. Like in Nigeria, we have 36 states. So all states have their own partnership law. And it is like, if you pick the partnership law of Lagos State, because that is one that you can easily find online because of the way Lagos State is
commercial law.
Yes. So you can easily find some of these laws online. So the partnership law of Lagos State or partnership law of any state where you want to carry on that partnership business. So it is very important that you study these laws, or if you are unable to, it is even much more important to get a legal advice or someone, because you might even pick the laws and you may not really understand everything. So the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, which was the recent amendment, it now made more exclusive provisions. Because before now, the law was just very silent, almost silent on partnership business. But with the 2020 amendment, we now have different options under which you can carry on your partnership business. Before now, we just have, if you are between 2 to 20, that's just all CAMA had to say about partnership before. But like I said, we have different laws of the state that governs partnership. So Lagos State had gone ahead, even before this Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 amendment. Lagos State had gone ahead to introduce different options under which you can carry on your partnership. We have the limited partnership option, which was not stated in the former CAMA. But now with the new Companies and Allied Matters Act, you now have the opportunity of carrying on that partnership business either under a limited partnership or under a limited liability partnership. So thereby creating opportunities for general partners, sleeping partners, which we are talking about today, and how these structures can be well catered for. And another thing that you need to know about these partnership laws is the fact that when you fail to have a partnership agreement, the provisions of these laws come into play. So this is why you need to know what the law says. So if you carry on partnership business, you decide to do a solo thing, you don't involve a lawyer, you just want to do everything verbally and the likes. At the end, if there are issues, it is the partnership law that you have to rely on if you have to go to court to resolve differences. So because you fail to have an agreement, because you fail to have it documented, then these laws will apply.
So thank you so much for that insight, and it's very instructive to note that now the Companies and Allied Matters Act, as amended in 2020, has made more provisions for partnership, and truly, like you said, it was just like I think it was Part A or Part B that talks about partnership in the 1990 version, and that's all. We only know that it's just between 2 and 20, but now there's been more improvements made, because in reality now we see a lot of people coming into partnerships most law firms are more or less a partnership now,
Yes.
because people realize that there's synergy in a team coming together. Instead of somebody working solo and just saying, okay, I'm the one who is the head and tail of this business, and because a lot of people go into partnership, we need to understand also that a lot of people go into partnership arrangements because it's much easier a bit to set up than a limited liability company.
Yes.
The only
because
thing
you have the option of registering it as a business name.
Yes, which is cheaper,
Yes.
Especially for startups and people that are still growing, And I just want to point out, before we go on, that there are different, purposes for which a partnership can be set up. In a medical practice, a partnership can be set up between two or more doctors, and in for accounting firms, a partnership can be set up. And because people have different things they can bring in as expertise, some can bring in the money, some can bring in their technical know-how. Of course, all those things informs what kind of partnership. Thank you very much, Ms. Abe. So basically, we understand that there are different classes of partners, in a partnership arrangement. So can you tell us what are the classes of or types of partners available or recognized under the law, especially here in Nigeria and in most common law countries? Because we refer to common law countries because Nigeria is a common law country. We were colonized by Britain, and in the UK practices the common law. In Nigeria, we practice the common law. And even internationally, a lot of companies either do the common law or the civil law, but we realize that the way partnership works, even under the civil and common law, they seem to have a similarity, more or less. Partnership in most countries, whether they're civil law or common law countries, seems to work almost in the same way. So what are the types of our classes of partners, that we can have?
Okay. So talking about types of partners that we can have, remember when I was talking about the law, I made reference to the Companies and Allied-Matters Act. And with this new provision, we now have different options. So you can either have your partnership being carried on under a structure known as limited partner, or you can have it under a structure known as limited liability. So if you look at these names, you can easily deduce what this type of partnership is. So when you talk about limited partners, it's just to let you know that, there is a limit to the number of partners, and there is also a limit to the liabilities of people. So this is just what these two structures are about. So these two structures now give us different options. So you can either have someone who is a general partner, and like we're talking about today, we can have someone who is a sleeping partner, who is almost like a limited partner, who knows that this is someone who knows that, if I'm joining you in starting this business, I don't want to incur so much liability. So let's just go for the limited liability partnership. It's almost like a company too. When you incorporate a company, especially a limited company, a private limited company, so you oftentimes knows that even if this company runs into debt, my liability in the company is limited to the amount of my shareholding.
So you're measuring your risk.
Yes. So you're measuring your risk. So this is almost the same thing. Like you can link it into sleeping partner. It's just that the Companies and Allied-Matters Act didn't expressly use the word sleeping partners. But if you look at the way it's been structured, you can easily identify, this person is a sleeping partner in this business, this person is a general partner, because the law mandates that every partnership business must have someone who is a general partner, someone who is responsible for the day-to-day management. Because you also understand that in this century now, so many people, they have the money, and they don't have the time to do this business. Or even if they have the time to do business, they're also willing to invest in startups. People who don't have the financial capital to start their business, they are willing to give out of the abundance that they've had, they are willing to give to business people to start their business, to grow their business. Or even if the business has been in operation, but you need capital to move it to the next level, they can give you capital. But the best they just want to do is just to give you this capital. Do anything you want to do with it. Just give me back my returns. So this is to know to further state that even in a limited liability partnership agreement, there's always someone who is a general partner. And the law even says that this general partner must be resident in Nigeria. So you cannot say, I want to be a general partner in a business, and you're outside the country.
I live in Togo.
Yes. So you have to be resident in Nigeria. So this is why you need to know what the law says about this type of partnership before you just rush to CAC2, because you see these options there before you just rush to CAC to incorporate your company. Then another form under which partnership can be carried on is, if like you talk about incorporated company.
Yes.
A company can be incorporated by partners. So all these registering a business name, or incorporating a company, or registering a limited partnership business, a limited liability partnership, they are just structures under which partnership can come. So you can have your company, it can just be two partners coming together to incorporate a company. And before now too, we have just like, we are still linking sleeping partners now. So I don't know if
yes, well, we're still going to talking about sleeping partner really, but I just wanted us to highlight, the kind of partnerships, the classes you can have. And there are general partners.
Yes.
You can have a general partner. You can have a limited liability partner,
which is not
which
provided
for under.
Yes.
Yes, and apparently in the US, I discovered recently that in some states in the US, now they have something they call limited liability, limited partner.
Wow.
so it's like
limited
liability, limited partner. So some states have actually passed that into law.
So what we have here is limited
liability.
We have limited liability partners, and we have limited partnership.
And a general partner.
Yes.
In Nigeria, we have a dormant or sleeping partner. So basically, we understand that we have like 4 major classes of partnership. Though in some books of law, in some partnership law books, some have said that there are some partners they recognize that partners by estoppel, that you hold yourself out to be a partner. So some people can hold themselves out to be a partner. The law will deem them as a partner.
Like I have a friend, she's into a business. It's not really, because each time she says this person is my partner, I'm like, in the recent law, this person is not your partner. But because they do, money is being exchanged between them, she kept holding the person out as, anytime she wants to refer to that person, say my partner. So people just sometimes, when they feel that, we are doing things together, you're automatically a partner.
Yeah, but I think we should point out the fact that what binds partnership, it has to be legalized. It has to be in writing. There has to be a partnership agreement. So if you're just holding somebody else, it could be very dangerous, because if a litigation ensues, with the business, there's somebody say, yes, I know Mrs. A now. Mrs. A, she's a partner. And Mrs. A will tell you, I'm just a friend. We're not partners. Because there's nothing
that is if it's in the case of liability.
In the case of
but if it's about money, the person will not say she's not.
Yes, but it's very dangerous, because at the end of the day, somebody holding his or herself out as a partner could be liable, even if there's no written agreement. Because if you've been doing transactions, with people under the guise that the person is your partner, then if anything happens legally,
you can't
excuse yourself. Like they say, ignorance is no excuse in law. So it's always better for people to do these things properly. If somebody is your partner, there should be a partnership agreement binding the two of you that, okay, this is this person's duties and responsibilities, obligations in this business. So yes, that's quite interesting. So what could we say, are the characteristics of a sleeping partner? So who is a sleeping partner? We've seen that a sleeping partner, most books of law, scholars, even judges in a lot of cases have referred to sleeping partner either as a dormant partner or a secret partner. Some people, they call this different names, some say it's a silent partner. So this sleeping partner, under the partnership arrangement, who are they? What are their features? What do they do? How do they come in the partnership arrangement? So can you tell us?
All right, thank you so much. So when you talk about a sleeping partner, like you said, there are so many words that you can use for them. You can call them dormant partner, you can call them sleeping partner, you can call them silent partner, you can even call them secret partner, like you said. So these are partners that when everyone out there, like let's give a scenario now. This like I have a business. Everybody deals with me. Nobody knows I have a partner. They only see me all the time. When it comes to advertising, I'm the one they see. When it comes to decision making, when it comes to like everything about the business, people only know me. So my sleeping partner is someone who most of the times people don't even know they exist. But most of the time it's just between the partners that they know that, oh, I have a partner somewhere. So a dormant partner is someone who is not active in the business, is not involved in the day-to-day operations. So you will not see this person coming into the workspace. When it comes to when there's a board meeting, you may not, or most of the time you won't even see the person coming to attend board meetings. When it comes to compliance obligations, the person is not just involved in anything that has to do with management of the business. But the only obligation of the person most time is to just provide capital. Like I said, there are some people like that. All they just want to do is just they have the money, but they don't have the time, or even even if they have the time, the luxury of thinking about business management, strategizing, marketing, and all of that. They don't want to stress this. They don't want to be stressed or weighed down with all of these responsibilities. So you just want someone who has the energy to do all the running around, the operations and the like. So this is who a sleeping partner is. And sometimes too, before the Companies and Allied Matters Act was amended, which now allows just a single person to incorporate a company. Because before you can incorporate a company in Nigeria, you have to be at least two. So because of that, we have so many people who just because they want to meet that requirement of two people, they just bring in someone, say, come and join me in registering this business. Your name is just on the CAC papers, but you are not even giving money. So that's another thing. You're not even providing money. The only thing you're providing is your name, and your details for them to meet that requirement of two. So that such a person is a sleeping partner. Sleeping and snoring partner, because they are not even doing anything.
He's not even providing
He's not providing money. He's not providing technical know-how, experts. It's nothing. The only thing is just your name, your details, and all. Even a share allotted to you. You know you don't have anything there, because that's like you said, you need to have a complete agreement. So it's not just at the end of the day after the business, the person now sees, oh, this business is a very lucrative one. It's something that I can really easily cash out with. Then you start seeing people fighting on.
Yeah. So that's the problem. You know, we see that in reality. Lots of a lot of cases, litigation ensues because the partnership was not properly defined.
Yeah, so the person will tell you, my name is on CAC paper, I have this number of shares, and you can't go to court and say, I just did it because I wanted to meet you, because that's even wrong in the first place. So this is just who a sleeping partner is, basically.
Okay, thank you. As we're talking now, I was just thinking that, this sleeping partner, because in the partnership arrangement, are there some sleeping partners that you don't even find their names in the CAC, but when we say CAC now, for the benefit of those, the Corporate Affairs Commission, that's the agency that regulates companies, partnership, business formations in Nigeria. So now, we're using Nigeria as a case study now, Okay, so a sleeping partner, most of the time, do we find their names in the Corporate Affairs Commission on the company's details, or are there some you don't even find their names? But this person is a partner and there's an agreement between the parties that yes, I'm a partner in this business, I'm putting in capital, yes, I'm in the background, so...
Yes, we have a lot of people do that, like a lot of people really do that. Just like I said, some sleeping partners are not just involved, like they're not interested in equity, they're not interested in holding any ownership status. The only thing they want to do is give you money, manage it well, then give them their returns. Whether or not their name features in CAC papers, it's none of their business. So they just have an internal arrangement, they have the documentations and all of that, because they're not coming in to say, I want to be I want to be one of the owners, co-founders, or anything. They don't want to own anything. They just want to give you money, make money from it, give me back my profit, and that is all. So it is not at all times or in all cases that you see the name of someone on the CAC papers.
Yeah, even though the person is a partner in
Yes.
business, but there will always be an agreement.
Yes,
like
there's
a
always
meeting
an
agreement
agreement.
between
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much for that. What are the advantages and disadvantages, in court of this kind of class of partner? Because definitely everything that has an advantage has a disadvantage sometimes. So what can we point out as the merits and demerits of this class of partner?
Okay, so talking about advantages, sometimes some business owners, especially founders, who want to start their business but they don't have the capital, or they have someone who wants to bring in the capital and they don't want any level of interference. Because sometimes when some people inject capital into your business, they start following you, or sometimes they even steal the ideas or the operations. Let's say you want to make some decisions, they tell you, oh, no, you can't do things this way because their money is involved and they want to monitor everything and all of that. So for partnership that you have someone who is a sleeping partner, it affords you the opportunity as a founder of that business. When you have a sleeping partner, it affords you the opportunity to manage your business as you would want it to be managed, because there's nobody in a control position, or someone who is monitoring, or someone who is influencing the decisions you are making. Then you also have the ability to also improve on your business, to also you still have that veto power, you still have that authority over your business. So it's not like there's someone who is cornering or putting you in a box and all of that. Then another thing is a disadvantage now to it is that when you have a sleeping partners, you may not have the opportunity of getting more knowledge. Because when you have a partner who is also involved in the business, you'll be able to rub minds together. You'll be able to, this is what this business is. This is the phase we have now. How can we get this business? How can we manage it well? How can we make more profit? But now you know that everything is on you. The sleeping partner is not interested in whether or not business is fine, or is not really interested. The thing is just do business. Then when it comes to compliance, so this is a disadvantage. Now when it comes to compliance, you know that it's also an advantage for the sleeping partner, but it's a disadvantage to the general partner, because the management of the business, the day-to-day operation, everything is on you. So when it comes to compliance with legal provisions, so you have a duty to file tax, you have a duty to file returns, you have a duty to do this under the law and all of that. You know that as a sleeping partner, all those responsibilities is off you. So that's why we have option of a limited liability partnership. So I know that no liability, anything, if this business is folding up or if this business runs into debt, my own liability is just limited to
how much I've put
into it. And if there is a loss to you know that there is a limit. But for someone who is a general partner, you need to put in all your best, because everything is on you. So the success of the business is on you. It's just like you're managing your business on a solo level, even though you have a partner on board.
Yeah, but that's in a situation where there are two